Harlan did good.
Even me?
Harlan's smart.
What about me?
Smart. All right, look at number 1. You guys can write on this. If you want to get out another sheet and staple it to the back, that's fine. All right, number 1, we got f of x. Now this is stuff we did, Matthew, the very first week of class. There's a few things on here we did the first week. Not much. Most of it's going to be what we've done the last month. Anybody need a calculator? All right, so how do we do this problem? Let's read the instructions. State the values of x that are not in the domain. You guys remember how we did the domain problems? We marked out the top, didn't use them at all. Write the bottom down, 4x squared minus 8x equals 0. Write that down somewhere. Okay, to solve that, you could do quadratic formula, which you're going to have to do a bunch on the midterm. Or the fastest way is just go ahead and factor this one. So let's factor this one out. What do these two have in common?
4x.
4 and an x. Good, right? 4x there, parentheses equals 0. If you don't understand this way, you can just do quadratic formula and you'll be fine. All right, so 4 divided by 4 is 1. Subtract an x away. I got x there. 8 divided by 4 is minus 2. Everybody good on how we got that inside the parentheses? All right, so what you have to do now, you have to set each one of these equal to 0. So I got 4x equals 0 in the front. I got x minus 2 equals 0 in the back. All right, you divide by 4 here. This answer is 0. Move over minus 2, that answer is 2. So this is how we wrote it the first week of class. Let's see if y'all remember. We wrote for all our x's you could have, x could not equal 0, and x could not equal 2. Right, that was on our first test. And that is going to be your first problem on the midterm. I pretty much got the midterm in this order.
But we're gonna do that problem like 5 times or 4
Sure.
times.
Sure. Wait, you mean on the midterm?
No, like on the practice sheet.
Yes. We'll do it several times the next 3 days of class. All right, everybody good on 1? All right, 2 is an easy one. Look at number 2. What do we have to do on number 2?
Plug it in.
You just plug it in. So y'all just plug 3 in right here, 3 in right there, and put it in your calculator. Don't forget, whatever you plug in, you got to put parentheses around it. So y'all do that on your calculator. Let's see if we all get the same thing. Maybe I won't have to do it. All right, what'd y'all get? All right, I heard -2. Anybody get anything different? I'll come look at it. Just snitched on me, man. -3, you didn't square it. Anybody else? All right, so we don't have to talk about that. Good, let's go to 3. All right, number 3 is one you're going to have to show some work. Again, this is a problem we had first week after Christmas. So, what do you do when it gives you f of w plus 3? We got to plug in w plus 3 right here and right here. So, first step, let's just write it down. Wake up, Brianna. All right, what do we have to do when it says w plus 3 squared? Y'all remember? Write it twice and fold it out. There you go. W plus 3 times w plus 3. All right, what do we do if it's got a minus in front of this parenthesis? We got to distribute. So that'll be minus w and minus 3. I'm going to stop. I'm going to let you guys do your full method. Combine your like terms and see what you get. All right, so let's see what we got. If I full this out, I got w squared plus 3w plus 3w plus 9. All right, combine all your like terms now, and that's your answer. Got 3 days. We'll do a couple of these each day till y'all get it. Y'all don't get stressed out about the midterm. I've really made it pretty easy. And you gotta think the stuff we just had a quiz on and just had the test on yesterday, it's on there, so y'all be fine on that. I don't think y'all gonna have a problem. All right, final answer. We got W squared, add these up, plus 5W plus 10. Somebody check me.
That's the answer.
That's what I got.
That's what I got.
Now, you don't have to go quadratic formula from there. You just leave it like that. That would be going backwards. So, do all your full method, add your like terms. That's probably the longest problem on the test next week. All right, let's go to 4. If I need to stop and slow down, y'all tell me. All right, 4A is going to be really quick and really easy. You guys remember doing the F of G stuff, composition of functions? This is what we did the second week when you got back. All right, so let's do A together. All right, what do we do first? Does anybody remember if it says F of G of -3, what do we do first?
Plug it into the F of X.
Good, and you plug it into the G. Remember about working backwards? But you do plug it into the X, yes. But you got to plug it in the G function first. So, we're going to plug it right here. And remember, whatever you plug in, guys, has to go inside parentheses. So, plug it in, put it in your calculator, tell me what you get. We get 8. All right, write down 8. That's your first number. That's not your answer, but that's what you got first. Now, what do we do from here? Take 8 and plug it into F. So you're going to have to plug 8 there and there. So it'll be 8 squared plus 3 times 8 minus 5. Oh, here it goes. Boom, it crashed. Crashed it.
Same time every day.
I just want them to give me a new board.
Just tell them.
I've tried.
You just go with it.
You'd think after being here so long, I have a little more clout than what I do. All right, so what did y'all get when y'all plugged in 8? I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to let y'all do it. 83? Everybody said 83. All right, we're good. I don't have to do that one. Here's 4. All right, let's do B, 4B. This time, what do I have to plug in? We got to plug X in, okay? Look, X is already there, isn't it? So I can't plug anything in. So what do? I just bring all that down, remember? I made this one an easy one. I didn't give you one of the long ones.
Yeah.
But whatever you bring down, you got to put parentheses around it. All right, now what? Now keep working backwards and plug it into G. So I'm going to plug all of this right here where the X is. So you got to put a minus in front, and you got to put a plus 5 behind it. Does that make sense?
Did you plug all that?
You can't do this one in the calculator. Matthew, all you can do, what do I need to do first? Well, I can distribute my X, right? Do that. Add your like terms. You got your answer. Go. All right, let's see. I got -x squared minus 3x plus 5, and I still got a plus 5 behind it. Like terms, -x squared minus 3x plus 10.
You want us to keep it like that?
Yeah, let's keep it like that. You don't have to do quadratic formula. Doesn't tell you to solve. All right, I can go to 5. Number 5, we got f of x, x squared minus 3x plus 6. We got g of x. All right, this one's really easy. Look at it. It's asking us to find f of 3 plus g of 4. Any suggestions? What do we do first? Matthew, you watching? Anybody got a suggestion? Yeah, plug the 3 in here and here. Put it in your calculator. Tell me what y'all get. Alright, so we got 6 for this one. Put 4 in here. I can do that in my head. 4 minus 2 is 2. What's left on this problem to do? Just add them up. What's your answer? The answer is 8. So yeah, I think that one's really easy. You got one of those on the midterm. Alright, let's go to 6. I don't have to write anything down on 6. We can just talk about it. Everybody look at 6a. Are these functions even functions or odd functions? If you had to guess on number A, 6a, what would you say? It's even. Why would you say even? All the exponents are even, so you write even out beside a. If all the exponents are odd, then it's an odd function. What about 6b when it's mixed up? You got a x to the 5th, an x to the 3rd, and an x squared. You can say neither one on that, just neither. Now, we haven't done that very much this year, talked about odd and even functions, but that's on the midterm. I thought we could leave that one on the midterm. It's pretty easy. All right, 7, 8, and 9 is what we just finished up on the test. So y'all should be good on that. Do go outside, it's going to be on the ground. So your 43 feet has to go on the ground. Angle of elevation is 30 degrees. Our angle is always the bottom angle. How tall is the flagpole? There's your X. All right, which formula matches this one, Matthew? So I got tangent of 30 equals, formula says put opposite on top, adjacent on bottom. Now instead of dividing by 43, you'll move it over and you'll times by 43. Now let's just make it a decimal. Tangent of 30 times 43. Got a weird fraction. I made it a decimal. I got 24.8. 24.8 what? Feet or meters? Feet. So you're going to have some of these on the test. And this is going to be easy. We just finished this. Everybody's pretty good at these. All right, number 9, law of sines. You guys remember law of sines? I had y'all find all the angles and all the sides every time, right? You don't have to do that on this problem. Let's read it. Find side B is all you got to find is one answer. Okay? So when I set it up, which letter do we have to start with? A, because that's the only one you got both numbers for. So what goes on top? What goes on bottom? Sine of 47. All right? Other side, what goes on top? Little b, what goes on bottom? Sine of 71. Y'all cross multiply and divide that. That will give you your measure for side B. And that's all we have to do on number 9. All right, cosine is x over y, remember. So I put 9 on the x-axis, 41 on the radius. What'd y'all get on the other side? 40. Everybody good? Do I need to show y'all that? Other triangle, we got 24 goes here, 25 goes here. What's that side going to be? 7? All right, so we're good on that. Ten says cosine. I tell you what, y'all can do these. Y'all don't need me. You guys do those. I'll just write the answers down on the board and we'll just check it. Copy your formulas off your formula sheet. If you miss one, you let me know. I'll come help you. All right, so if we're going to factor this problem using one of these options, which is the only one that works for us? Why? That's the only way you can get 5. So I got x plus 9 and x minus 4. You got to get 5 in the middle when you subtract them. That's the only way you can get 5. Nothing else on that list gives you 5. All right, I move positive 9 over. That first answer is negative 9. I move negative 4 over. That's positive 4.
Which was the ones we had to mark out? What was that?
Mark out. Oh, yeah, it's not on there. Don't worry about it. We're done with it. All right, let's keep going. Question there. 17, negative 2x squared plus 7x minus 3. Okay, I want us to do this by the quadratic formula, which is going to be on the board for you on the test. Now, I have never given you guys one of these that had a negative on the first number. I don't like y'all doing quadratic formula like that, so I'm gonna change my signs, make it a -7 and a +3. You don't have to change your signs, you'll get the same answer. I just think it's better if you change your signs and then do quadratic formula. All right, go. No, let's let her go. She's got to start her test. If it's an emergency and you can't wait, you can go. I think y'all can wait a minute. All right, so I got 7 plus or minus 49 minus 4 times 2 times 3 over 4. Somebody help me. What are y'all going to get inside your square root symbol? 25, so it turns to 5. Is that it?
Oh,
Yeah.
So I got 7 plus or minus 5 over 4. Do you guys remember from here what we do? How do I find the first answer? 7 plus 5 on top, 4 on the bottom. What's that give you? First answer is 3. Second answer, how do I do it? 7 minus 5 on top over 4 is 1/2. All right, so we're going to do a lot of quadratic formula stuff. 18, y'all do quadratic formula on 18 too. We're going to finish up through 24, then we'll take a bathroom break.
Is 18 or 18?
Yep. I'll get inside the square root symbol on this one.
85? Yeah, I got 85.
Okay, will 85 simplify in any way? Nope, then you're done. That's all you're doing now.
How is that crazy?
Did I mess up?
No.
Positive 5 here, put a -5 there. That's good.
I got it.
Is this, like, would this be the same thing, like, when I put it into the calculator, it gave me root 85 minus
Hold
5
on.
over 6, and then you just put plus or minus?
How you do that?
Okay, we can go to 19. All right, look at 19. It's a little different. All right, 19, we got x to the third minus 5x squared minus x plus 5 equals 0. All right, Harlan, how many answers are we going to have on 19? Got to have 3. Well, look, a minute ago we had 3 answers on one, and we took out an x because everything had an x. Everything doesn't have an x on this one. There's only one other way I can do this problem. Do y'all remember how? No.
Nope.
Synthetic division. Bring down 1, -5, -1, +5. All right, set it up. That's the only other way you can do it, guys. It's the only other way I've showed you how to do it.
Then how are we supposed to?
Okay, how did we figure out, if they didn't give us a number that goes in the box, how did we figure out what goes in there? You just guess. You start out using 1. What if +1 doesn't work?
Is it?
-1. What if -1 doesn't work? 2 and then -2. So +1 should work. Go.
The second
I don't even remember
Nope.
how to
Well, it is, but because normally I give you a number the first time, but they're not going to give you a number on the test, so you just start with +1.
If you
Oh,
do the
yeah,
same
fine.
thing as me, can I do it my way?
Yeah.
Alright, that didn't.
Okay, so then
No.
the X, what are the X's?
All right, so let's go over how to do it. First step, Brianna, we bring the 1 all the way down. 1 times 1 is 1. Then you add them up. So I got -4. I think we're going to need to do some of these Tuesday when y'all get back. 1 times -4 is -4. I add them up. 1 times -5 is -5. Okay, how do we know that we're on the right track and everything's right? Because it canceled out on the last, okay? From here, you can take these 3 numbers, you can either do quadratic formula, or you can factor. Either way you want to do it, it doesn't matter. Let's do quadratic, let's do quadratic.
Oh, that's right, the 1 is one of the answers.
So I got 4 plus or minus 16 minus 4 times 1 times -5. All right, has anybody already done quadratic? The inside's going to be 5?
I know the whole thing's gonna be 5.
No, I just want to know what's going to be in here.
Alright,
36. And then
Jada's right. You get square root of 36 in there. So that turns into a 6, right? So I got 4 plus or minus 6 over 2. Go from there. Plus sign first, minus sign second.
Did it have to be plus or minus?
Yep, these are all plus or minus.
Remember that you cannot do minus 6 and then do 4 plus 6.
Oh yeah, you can do it in any order.
So it's -1.
So, first answer, put on right there on my podium. I got 5. Second answer, I got -1. And your third answer is 1. So really, you could have put -1 up here in the box, right? And you would have got +1 down here, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. All right, we need to go over some of those Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Y'all were a little bit unsure on that. 20, we're gonna have a lot of problems like 20 next week. Yep, and you got 3 or 4 of these on the test. We haven't done this in a while.
I don't remember seeing them.
I think it's
All right, so Harlan, how we did this when we talked about common denominators. What's your common denominator gonna be on this problem? What's our rule that we used? Take one of everything on the bottom, and that's gonna be your common denominator. So, 4 and x plus 3 here, here, and here.
I remember these.
All right, write them down. I'll show you how to do them.
Wouldn't that be just like 2x, like the middle one?
All right, so here we go. Here's how you do the first part. X plus 3's cancel out, right? You can only cancel stuff when it's on the bottom of the fraction. Whatever's left, I multiply it, so I get 28. All right, does anything cancel out on the second fraction? No, because you don't have anything on the bottom. So 2 times 4 is 8. Now I have to distribute my 8.
8x plus.
So it'll be 8x plus 24. All right, what cancels out on the third one?
Hey, don't you have to bring the 4 up?
They cancel out, so I bring down x plus 3.
Some of this, like, you bring the 4 up if it was a negative or something.
No, that's something else. You're thinking about exponents, nothing. We're doing this. All right, so now combine your like terms and see what you get. 28 plus 24 is 52. Anybody got an answer yet?
Wait, put the,
Good. All right, so we got sine of A, sine is opposite.
Okay, the way I did it, I got -7.
Oh,
Wait,
I ain't
what-
got a
what
clue
did you
what's
do?
going on.
I got -7. I did it. That's what I got.
So you have to do sine negative 1. It's like this, or sine over, or sine over. Y'all got what, -7? Is that what y'all said? Jada says -7. Let's see. Move that over, I got 7x. Move that over, I got -49. Yep, -7. So, when y'all get back from your long weekend, we're going to have a day where we do a bunch of those. We're going to have one day where we do 5 or 6 of those. All right, let's go. 21 through 24 is all the same type problem. Look at 21. All right, read your instructions. Express the following using radicals. So we've got to do it like this. All right, so if y'all forgot this, A is going to be in the radical, correct? All right, the 3 is your exponent, the 4 is your index. You're going to follow that same pattern on 22, 23, and 24. That's all you do, yeah. I tried to get y'all some easy problems on the midterm that wouldn't take long, and that one's real quick. All right, let's do it again. If y'all didn't see it the first time. 22, we got x to the 5 over 7. So, x is inside your radical. 5, since it's up top, stays as your exponent. 7 is your index.
What if it
Now, y'all do 23 and 24.
Even if
can be
it's
such
a
a
number.
simple
If it's a number, now, it's not asking you to simplify them, is it? It says express using radicals. You're just changing it from exponent form to radical form.
Sounds good to me.
All right, 23. 125 to the 2/3. All right, Matthew, here's your chance. Where does everything go?
125 is inside.
All right,
2's on the side.
2's your exponent, 3's your index. All right, take a bathroom break if you need to. Come back, we got something else we got to do.